Macabe, straight after Ness. Whose idea was that? Anyway, yeah, hi everyone, and I'll just give you a very quick outline of my poster, which should be relevant to anyone with a clinical background that's evaluating the use of these self-filled online family history tools. With anyone with no clinical background like myself, just appreciate that pun for the next 2.5 minutes, thank you. So why do we care about family history? For anyone that listened to the talk yesterday by Hamish Scott, great talk, it should be very clear that this family history plays a large part in cancer genetics, and from the clinical side of things, it's commonly used to identify and prioritize the patients that we want to send on for genetic testing. But the way that this traditional family history is being collected by clinicians or cancer geneticists or genetic counselors is very time consuming, and apparently they have better things to do. So with our trio whole genome sequencing study called PREDICT, this is one of the things that we're currently being evaluating, whether we can have the families elect to fill in their family history online, or alternatively do it the traditional way through an interview. And so from our preliminary, analysis of the current results from 127 families, we've evaluated the responses to some of these online questions, which are on difficulties conceiving, non-cancer growths, and a few other things. Any response, we've currently called that any response to the online family history, we've compared that with the number of interviews. And so between the interviews and the self-filled family history, we've found that the completion rates are quite comparable. We've also looked at how much data we're getting back on those online self-filled family histories. And we're seeing that the families are completing them very quickly. In most cases, in less than an hour. So it's quite convenient for the families to submit these. And in some cases, we've had up to 30 odd relatives completed within an hour. But one of the things that we were noticing very early on was that we really needed a better engagement strategy for some of these online surveys, and they weren't being completed necessarily as much as we would like to have. So we set up these automated reminders, and we really saw that these families did want to submit these online surveys, but they had kids with cancer, they had a lot going on, and sending out these reminders as part of our engagement strategy really helped our completion rates as well. And so in conclusion, we're yet to find or drill down into more of this data once we have it available to us, and look at how the fidelity of that data, but based on our current completion rates, it is looking like the self-filled family history online is quick and convenient for the families, and it has similar completion rates to in-person. So that's about all. I'm poster 13. Come check it out if you'd like. Thank you.